Yes, good evening, everyone. I hope you didn't have to spend too long queuing to get in to see us.
Hello, I'm Richard Ayoade and welcome to Have I Got News for You after a 2-week break. Anything big happened?
Pulled a few strikes off.
OK.
I would like to say that when I die, I wouldn't like the same level of fuss. No, I understand your feelings, but really I wouldn't. I really wouldn't.
I'd queue for minutes.
Well, just to see it happen.
Just to check you're dead.
Yeah.
Make sure.
It's nice when your straight man turns on you.
It's the sadness that makes us attack each other.
Yeah.
Also in the news this week, with a new PM in number 10, Larry the Downing Street cat gets used to a stricter regime. As a brand new piece of equipment arrives at Downing Street, there's evidence it may need to be sent back to the shop and mended. And more frustration for King Charles as he drops his fountain pen and it rolls under the sofa. On Paul's team tonight is the General Secretary of the RMT, who, on a recent TV appearance, made Richard Madeley look stupid. Well, I think you're going to have to work harder tonight. Please welcome Mick Lynch. On Ian's team tonight is an actor and comedian who says she loves people who can talk for hours about their interests. Well, you've just bought yourself a very long post-show chat about corduroy. Please welcome Roisin Connerty. We begin with the bigger news stories of the week. Paul and Mick, have a look at this.
Yes, there we are. That's the queues, the big queues that we had for a number of days. And there's David Beckham.
Yeah, trying to fit in and look ordinary.
Yeah, look ordinary. There's more people queuing up, and there's Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield. She's wearing a mask because clearly she's allergic to Philip Schofield. I thought they should have had 2 coffins. You could have split the queue in half then.
Yeah.
This is the national scandal over the queue for the Lion State. It's the biggest
Yes.
thing that's happened. ITV's Holly and Phil Willoughby, they're together now.
Yes.
Apparently just appeared in Westminster Hall on Sunday.
Just appeared?
He just appeared there.
Like a haunting?
Exactly. Without having spent the previous 36 hours queuing. They've had to present Hello, Good Morning for 5 years, which you would have thought is punishment enough. But what was the average queuing time?
It started about 14 hours and then 15, and in the end it was 6 years.
Yeah. 11 hours queuing time. The sort of delay you'd be proud of, Mick.
People liked the experience of queuing. They liked being there. And then when they thought someone had jumped the queue, people got very cross.
To be fair, Charles has been queuing for quite some time.
The Mail brought to bear the full might of their crack investigative team and top graphic artists to produce the damning evidence. Right.
Did that say walk?
Yes, that's where they walked, Mick.
Did they come out of the media area?
Well, they're going to knock that media area through and put in a gym. Philly and Hollaby had gone through the...
Philly and Hollaby?
That's how they're calling themselves now. If they'd gone through the proper queue, it might have upped the numbers a bit, but they weren't actually record figures of attendance, were they?
No, apparently they were slightly down.
Why do you think there were fewer people for this?
The internet. People have other things now. And the telly. You can watch it on the telly.
Live feed,
Yeah.
ironically.
Well, the other reason is that on previous... On previous occasions, people have travelled to London from all parts of the country, but it's much harder to travel these days, isn't it?
I do feel sorry for them. It's wild.
Holly's in bits. She's an absolute bits. They've insisted that they were filming a segment for their programme to give viewers who couldn't attend an idea of what it was like to queue jump.
But Holly and Phil were accused of going there to make a piece and then just going in anyway. There's a huge petition.
Yeah.
People have signed it.
Yeah.
To, what, stop them jumping queues?
To say, A, don't jump in queues, and B, the death penalty.
Is there a queue to sign the petition?
I tried to sign it, but this stinking pin didn't bloody work.
I didn't understand a queue until I saw that footage.
Yeah, exactly. And so they've done their job.
The diagram earlier.
Oh, the diagram also helps. Yeah. I mean, who ruined it for the minor celebrities, though? I'm not saying they're minor celebrities.
David Beckham?
Yes, David Beckham.
David Beckham by queuing properly.
Yes, 14 hours Bex was in the queue, David Beckham.
And he wore a ceremonial Peaky Blinders hat.
Yeah. It's not that you want to knighthood. Here's Hugh Edwards' thoroughly objective and unbiased reporting of the incident.
There have been quite a few familiar faces in the queue for that lying in state at Westminster Hall. We did, of course, see a certain David Beckham there on Friday. He was widely praised for having queued for hours and hours, not jumping the queue because he's a superstar VIP. No, he was in the queue for many hours, and good for him.
Did he grow that beard in the queue?
Yes. The police apparently had to search everyone's bag in the queue, and some items were confiscated. Do you know what kinds of things may have been confiscated?
Marmalade sandwiches, mostly.
Orbs. No orbs.
No orbs.
No orbs. According to one of those in the queue, a policeman revealed that while searching a woman's bag, he found in it a pleasantry.
What do you keep in a pleasantry?
You don't keep anything in it. The pleasantry is the thing. The pleasantry is a vibrator, Mick. It was a long queue and David Beckham was there. So, where did Joe Biden end up in the Abbey?
Near the back.
He was near the back.
Because he was late.
Yeah, he came by car, didn't he, Mick?
And he arrived in the Beast.
Oh, yes.
It's not another name for a vibrator. That's his car. And he refused to take the bus. Who was absolutely furious not to be invited?
President Putin.
Yes.
I can't imagine why he wasn't invited.
Yes.
He'd hardly murdered anyone in Britain.
It was a snub.
It was.
It was a snub.
It
If we'd had it in Salisbury Cathedral, he'd have gone.
I remember in the 80s they said, you know, if there was going to be a nuclear attack on this country, they would start showing episodes of Terry and June.
Yeah, there was one on last night. That was the signal.
And apparently Labour are going to sing the national anthem at the next party conference. What do you think that is, Mick?
Well, they can't think of anything else to do, so let's just do a song instead.
Are they going to sing it as well as the red flag or instead of the red flag?
Simultaneously.
It's going to be they call it a mash-up.
Liz Truss.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That'll lift the mood.
Liz Truss. She made an impact, didn't she? Whoa, she made an impact on her first big public outing. Let's see how these eagle-eyed Australian TV presenters covered her arrival.
Who's this?
No, hard to identify. Maybe minor royals, members of the... I can't identify them
We
at this
can't
point.
spot everyone, unfortunately. They look like they could well be local dignitaries. It's hard to see. We're looking at the back of their heads mostly.
But I think we are now getting to the pointy end, as they say, of the... I'm just told that was Liz Truss, the new Prime Minister, in the distance that you could see hopping on that fire. Well, thank you very much.
Impact.
In case you missed it, this is the news that Her Majesty the Queen passed away and her funeral took place on Monday. On the day of the funeral, businesses closed their doors, supermarkets didn't open and bin collections were cancelled. And that, Mick Lynch, is how you shut down a country.
Lessons to be learned for us all.
Lessons to be learned. Hugh Edwards wasn't the only person who announced the solemn news. According to The Times, at Buckingham Palace, the royal beekeeper knocked on each hive to inform bees of the Queen's death. To which the panic-stricken bees responded, "Which queen?" One of the strangest items confiscated by the police at the Westminster Hall security point was a vibrator. A policeman removed the batteries and returned it, saying, "Here's your dildo back." As if Philip Schofield's day couldn't get any worse. Absolute shocker. The Labour Party have announced that at their party conference they will sing God Save the King after years of refusing to sing God Save the Queen. Wow, they really do have a problem with female leaders. Ian and Roisin, take a look at this.
Who is that?
And that's the Chancellor. He's just been digging a huge hole we're all going to jump into. Oh, this way, this way.
Mick, was that not you coming out of 10 Downing Street with Liz
It did
Truss?
look like me.
Can we have a quick look again?
It's my other job. I've just told her she'd get a new transport minister.
The Prime Minister is now doing the job again. She had a sort of holiday period where she just had to read the lesson and do various things. Having said that she wasn't going to just hand out money to everyone in the country when she was running for office, has now decided she will just hand out money to everybody. It's the first of the big U-turns. I mean, it's tough for the left, isn't it? I mean, capitalism's over, really. They used to criticise you, oh, tax and spend. Now it's just spend. No tax, cut tax. No, what would you like? More money? Everyone...
100 billion's been sent straight to the energy companies.
Yeah.
Directly. Well, they could just nationalise them for...
Or tax them.
About a tenth of the price. Or tax them, or sequestrate the product. Give us it all for nothing. That would lower inflation, wouldn't it?
Well, that seems quite extreme. We were with you on the tax and the possible nationalisation, the wholesale theft of the actual resource. We weren't sure about.
It's been stolen from us already. We're just taking it back.
Of course. We're reclaiming it.
Okay.
Terrific.
That was like the final showdown in Heat. This is the news we'd all forgotten. Liz Truss is Prime Minister. Conservative commentator Matthew Parris offered Truss some support. Writing in the Times this week, he said, "The Liz Truss era won't be a disaster, just a mess."
She keeps saying we want to be competitive. We've got to get rid of all restrictions. Like, we've got to keep it sexy. Come here, fracas. You know, shit on our beaches. It's an awful advert for a country to be like, we would take anything. We'd be competitive.
And we'll deregulate, because it worked really well with the financial crisis in 2008.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it didn't.
But what has Liz Truss said she's prepared for?
She's prepared to be unpopular.
Yes.
Which is lucky.
Yeah. Good preparation.
Yes. Yes. This week, Truss told the BBC she was prepared for her policies to be unpopular with voters.
I'm not sure giving people money and then giving them tax cuts and then cutting national insurance and essentially pursuing populist policies is particularly brave. Saying we're going to have to put taxes on to pay for this, that would be brave. That would be unpopular. But she's not doing that.
What did Liz Truss not pick up in America?
A deal, a trade deal.
That's right.
Biden said there's no deal until you sort out Northern Ireland.
That's right.
That might take a century or two.
Truss told reporters that discussion for a post-Brexit trade deal with the US were not going to start in the short to medium term. So, one for the next Prime Minister, then. Mick, as a Brexit voter, you must be thrilled with the way things have gone.
Well, I'm thrilled that the mandate of the people has been carried out at the end of the day, that they wanted to leave the European Union. That's what they voted for.
Yes, you're right.
But it's a union.
You're free to leave a union whenever you want to.
All that sort of communal activity, working together as a group, go it alone for Mick.
But, you know, Truss has only been PM for 3 weeks, so, you know, you could, of course, blame Boris and his International Trade Secretary, who was, Liz Truss. Anyway, Mick, you're planning strikes for the day of the London Marathon. Why do you hate people who raise money?
As I understand it, it's the day before the London Marathon, not on the day of the London Marathon.
Mick, when I want to go to Denmark Hill, why do I have to go to Peckham Rye when East Greenwich is literally... I'm going right through the station. It just doesn't make any sense.
There's a lesson. Don't live south of the river.
You've just started a war. There's some very affordable properties there at the moment.
Is this what it's like for you, Mick? All people talk to you about the trains and all
Yeah,
that?
everybody likes to talk about trains except me.
When is a budget not a budget?
When it's ajar. Oh, no, sorry, that's when it's a door, not a door, sorry.
It's Liz Truss, and she's announcing a fiscal event.
Yes, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But they don't want to call it a budget.
No.
Because if you call it a budget, then it gets looked at properly
Yeah.
by
the OBR, and then they might criticise it.
Yeah.
So we don't want that.
And they're just going to give it to us like a drive-by budget.
What is new Health Minister Therese Coffey planning to do?
She's doing more than that. She's done it all.
Leading by example.
She is leading by example. What are her specific plans at the moment?
Theresa Coffey has got it getting rid of the Oxford comma.
I mean, I love that from the Health Secretary. That's the real issue facing Britain today, is putting a third comma in a list of nouns. And it gets me pretty bloody cross, I'll be honest.
I've never heard of the Oxford comma.
Oh. Well, that's typical.
Yeah. That's typical of the comprehensive system in this country.
Yeah, it's putting the second comma in a list of three. So if you said there are no doctors, no nurses and no cleaners, that would be a disgrace.
Is there a Cambridge colon?
Yes.
She is planning 1 million volunteers for the NHS to get people who are unqualified and untrained to take on the job, like it's the cabinet. That's her big plan.
Yeah. She wants to scrap a range of anti-obesity measures, which could include allowing buy one, get one free offers to continue, especially for peerages.
It's awful.
Well, I'm doing my best. This is Liz Truss's government finally getting to work. In contrast to Liz Truss, Joe Biden has said he's not a fan of trickle-down economics. Well, at his age, it's very hard to stop anything trickling down. Liz Truss has also had a meeting with President Macron of France. Here they are. I guess Macron's just trying to find the off button. The UK has been warned that when it comes to a trade deal with the US, we are at the back of the queue.
Oh, no.
Yeah, which is why the government has appointed Phil and Holly. And so to round two, the Globe of News. That's right.
Ooh,
Oh, yes.
it's an actual globe.
I don't know why you're bothering. The Globe's not going to exist next week.
Buzz, you know what the story's about. Let's spin the Globe of News.
What's the point of that thing? When you... Why don't you just show us this?
I think it's Donald Trump's tax affairs and his secret dealings.
Yes, it's the shocking news that Donald Trump might not be completely honest. Trump and his wretched offspring have been accused of fraud through inflated assets.
He lied about the size of his apartment, and then his argument for it was, I don't do the measuring. So they get lent millions of pounds, and he's like, I'm no good at measuring. Never good at measuring.
What did Trump take with him from his time as president?
He kept hinting that he had information on Macron's sex life. The information suggests Macron doesn't have an interesting sex life, which in France would mean the end of him.
Trump wasn't invited to the Queen's funeral. How did Trump say it would have been different if he had been in attendance?
He says he'd have been at the front. I think he'd have been behind a pillar or possibly standing next to Prince Andrew.
The former president believed he'd have been given a much better seat than Joe Biden. Biden was put in the 14th row and, according to Trump, was sat next to third world countries like Switzerland. This is Donald Trump being sued for fraud. The Attorney General of New York is launching legal action against Trump for claiming to have money he doesn't have. Who'd do that, apart from Kwasi Kwarteng this morning? Time now for the odd one out round. Just one between you this week. Your four are the Proclaimers, chess grandmaster Hans Niemann, French physicist Etienne Klein and Alan Sugar.
The proclaimers, one of them said, I wouldn't walk 500 miles. I've never met anyone who means that much to me. And Etienne,
Yes,
he did a prank on someone.
that's right.
I'm saying none of these people should be trusted.
But which one's the odd one out?
Alan Sugar, because he's orange.
Well, you're right, it is Alan Sugar.
I knew it was.
You've got the wrong reason, though. They've all misled people, apart from Alan Sugar, who was misled by a fake video of the moon, which he retweeted to his followers. Let's see what he tweeted. The moon rising in the Arctic Circle between Russia and Canada.
Very quick.
That's a bit of a worry.
Yeah. It's perhaps the most obviously fake video ever, apart from all that doctored footage from The Apprentice that makes it look like Lord Sugar can string a sentence together. And the proclaimers have been accused of misleading people, despite claiming they'd walked 500 miles. The Scottish duo told The Guardian the furthest distance they'd walked was probably about 15 miles. Chess grandmaster Hans Niemann was accused of cheating last week after he hammered the world #1 Magnus Carlsen with a suspiciously flawless performance. How is Niemann alleged to have cheated?
Isn't it anal beads?
That's right.
What?
He had beads that sort of communicated Morse code.
What, Queen to Bishop 4?
So that's why he's like that, all shook up, like, oh, I hope it's not a big move.
He was. Look at the focus on that man's face.
This man has things in his bottom.
That's right.
Which tell him how to win.
I think they were like computerised anal beads.
Well, I wouldn't want something that was manually operated.
Sterilise,
frank with you.
Yes.
Something on a bit of string and someone just tapping it.
Does anybody mind if I sit next to this curtain?
The chess world has been rocked,
Yeah.
says he, by allegations that Niemann used a wireless device which vibrates him the correct moves, which he hid in his anus.
Why isn't the person that's doing the moves playing chess instead of him? What do you need this bozo for with beads shoved up his jacksie? Why didn't you get the real bloke in? Has the world gone mad?
Yes. It's a very good point.
Yeah.
Cut out the middle of the middleman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Inequality. Sometimes you get the beads, sometimes you get the table.
How did physicist Etienne Klein dupe astronomers?
Sausage. You said sausage. Yeah.
Yes, he took to Twitter to praise the detail of images taken by the new James Webb Telescope, singling out a particular photo of Proxima Centauri. Here it is.
It's off a pizza, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a chorizo, isn't it?
Chorizo.
You metropolitan elite.
Yeah.
Salami.
He was eventually found out when he tried to pass off a calamari ring as Saturn. On the subject of deception, what have King Charles's bodyguards been accused of doing with their hands?
What would you do with your hands?
Jazz hands?
No. Online sleuths think that their hands might be fake, so that they can hide automatic rifles in their sleeves and jackets.
I'm sorry, what are we meant to be looking for?
Is that a fake
Do you
hand?
think that's a fake hand?
I don't think it is.
No, because it's not a fake hand.
The most controversial fake arm since the one Prince Andrew definitely didn't put around Virginia Giffey. It's time now for the Missing Words round, which this week features as its guest publication, Fungi, the magazine for all amateur and professional mushroom lovers. I only read the spores pages. And we start with scientists dismiss idea that Loch Ness Monster, what?
Is real.
It's alive.
Well, that's the same as real, isn't it? You're nicking my material now. And I was glad to get rid of it.
The answer is...
Yeah.
Just a big frog. Like most internet stories about frogs, this comes from Reddit. Next. What was so popular that it's been brought back?
Oh, austerity.
Queen Elizabeth II. It's too soon, too soon.
Our 3D special of Fungi magazine. was so popular that it's been brought back.
Oh, hello. Topless, was it?
That's right. Shall we have a little look at some of the featured fungi?
Yeah, by all means.
please.
Well, you'll need these.
3D glasses, oh,
right.
fantastic. Look at that. This is old technology, this is.
Let's take a look at the first one.
Yeah, they work.
And another one.
Yeah, I've got the 3D effect.
Oh, I can see
Yeah.
that. God, it's coming out
Bit,
the
isn't
eclipse.
Yeah, this has been the highlight of my week, this has.
And for those of you at home who don't have 3D glasses, here's what a 3D mushroom looks like. Not that you can tell, you 2D TV conformist watching pricks.
A bit rough, isn't it?
That was our audience.
Yeah.
Next, people with depression in Brussels are offered what to cheer them up?
Brexit.
Your star ticket.
Anal beads. Might work.
Yeah, you could be a guide to Brussels. You could shove it up your arse, turn left ear.
The answer is people with depression in Brussels are offered a free tour of the sewers to cheer them up. Or if a trip to the Brussels sewers is too complicated, just go to a British beach. Next, evidence of extraterrestrial life found what?
Winnie the Pooh.
Evidence of extraterrestrial life found on a driveway in
Oh,
Gloucester.
yeah, it was a meteor that's got water in it.
Yes, that's right.
It was very exciting for someone.
But it's very exciting now, Ian.
No, I'm incredibly excited.
I mean,
the idea that there's intelligent life somewhere. That was
Well, that's a kick in the teeth audience, isn't it?
It's estimated that the water travelled from Jupiter and took more than 300,000 years to arrive. What do you think about that, Mick? Something to work up to. And finally, airline offers passengers free what mid-flight?
Hang on, no, the anal beads are telling me something. Unless I'm very much mistaken, the answer's Newport Bagnall.
The answer is airline offers passengers free ukulele lesson
That's
mid-flight.
a hostage situation.
Yeah. That very neatly brings us to the final scores. Ian and Roisin have 4. Paul and Mick also have 4.
Hey! Well done.
done very well.
But before we go, there's just time for the caption competition. Ian and Roisin have this.
Gandalf apprentice scheme.
Paul and Mick get that.
Just clearing out 10 Downing Street after Boris has left.
Delivery for Mr. Gove.
On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Roisin Connerty, Paul Merton and Mick Lynch. And I leave you with news that, confused by a number of UK government changes, President Macron arrived for the funeral and greets who he thinks is the Agriculture Minister. At a door in London, one high-spirited scamp pranks the new owner with a game of knock and run. And in Blackpool, one woman and her ventriloquist dummy queue up for Britain's Got Talent.
Blimey. That's the scariest thing I've seen all night. So it's not any chess players who are anal beads.
Yeah. Right. She was due at a tournament. Good night.
Daisy Mayer Cooper's brand new comedy Am I Being Unreasonable starts here on BBC One next. Get set to meet Nick. She's got a wicked sense of humour and she's lost her cat.
Baby 何があったの教えてください一瞬は完璧だったのに今はもう半分出ていこう 室に雨が降るんだ全てが間違っている君がいる時もいない時も雨が降る永遠にずっと一緒にと言った時私はそこにいたから
Too soon.
Our 3D special of Fungi magazine was so popular that it's been brought back.
Oh, hello. Topless, was it?
That's right. Shall we have a little look at some of the featured fungi?
Yeah, by all means.
please.
Well, you'll need these.
3D glasses, oh,
right.
fantastic. Look at that. This is old technology, this is.
Let's take a look at the first one.
Yeah, they work.
And another one.
Yeah, I've got the 3D effect.
Oh, I can see
Yeah.
that. God, it's coming out of the
Isn't it?
eclipse.
Yeah, this has been the highlight of my week, this has.
And for those of you at home who don't have 3D glasses, here's what a 3D mushroom looks like. Not that you can tell, you 2D TV conformist watching pricks.
A bit rough, isn't it?
That was our audience.
Yeah.
Next, people with depression in Brussels are offered what to cheer them up?
Brexit.
Your star ticket.
Anal beads. Might work.
Yeah, you could be a guide to Brussels. You could shove it up your arse, turn left ear.
The answer is people with depression in Brussels are offered a free tour of the sewers to cheer them up. Or if a trip to the Brussels sewers is too complicated, just go to a British beach. Next, evidence of extraterrestrial life found what?
Winnie the Pooh.
Evidence of extraterrestrial life found on a driveway in
Oh,
Gloucester.
yeah, it was a meteor that's got water in it.
Yes, that's right.
It was very exciting for someone.
It's very exciting now, Ian.
No, I'm incredibly excited.
I mean,
the idea that there's intelligent life somewhere. That was...
Well, that's a kick in the teeth audience, isn't it?
It's estimated that the water travelled from Jupiter and took more than 300,000 years to arrive. What do you think about that, Mick? Something to work up to. And finally, airline offers passengers free what mid-flight?
Anyone know, my anal beads are telling me something. Unless I'm very much mistaken, the answer's Newport Bagnall.
The answer is airline offers passengers free ukulele lesson
That's
mid-flight.
a hostage situation.
Yeah. That very neatly brings us to the final scores. Ian and Roisin have 4. Paul and Mick also have 4.
Hey! Well done.
That very well.
But before we go, there's just time for the caption competition. Ian and Roisin have this.
Gandalf apprentice scheme.
Paul and Mick get that.
Just clearing out 10 Downing Street after Boris has left.
Delivery for Mr. Gove.
On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Roisin Connerty, Paul Merton and Mick Lynch. And I leave you with news that, confused by a number of UK government changes, President Macron arrived for the funeral and greets who he thinks is the Agriculture Minister. At a door in London, one high-spirited scamp pranks the new owner with a game of knock and run. And in Blackpool, one woman and her ventriloquist dummy queue up for Britain's Got Talent.
Blimey. That's the scariest thing I've seen all night. So it's not any chess players who are anal beads.
Yeah. Right. She was due at a tournament. Good night.
Daisy Mayer Cooper's brand new comedy Am I Being Unreasonable starts here on BBC One Next. Get set to meet Nick. She's got a wicked sense of humour and she's lost her cat.